Hi guys, Matty here from Haysom Bros Woodworking. Today we'll be talking a little bit about my workbench that I've almost completed. Today's video will be featured with what type of joinery I used, what type I will use to finish making it, and just the function and aesthetics of the workbench and how it works for me. So first off, the bench from memory is around 77-inch long by what was it? It would have been 27 inch deep, and then roughly it was 33-inch tall. Now the reason it's that tall is because for me it works because it comes just below my hip area, and I suppose everyone's different. You'll get the short, medium, high. Mine's in the more medium to high range, I believe, for someone my height. I don't know. Anyway, the types of joints I've used so far, I've used a mortise and tenon for the 4 legs I've put on. So if we come down here, I don't know if you can see too well, it connects just on half the thickness, and then I'll put in 2 bolts per leg into the side ones here, just to, I suppose, give it a bit more strength in terms of the end bits. I've done that to all 4 of them, and then for the top of it, it's made up of several different hardwoods, except I suppose cedar can technically be classed as a hardwood. It's just this one strip here. That's probably the only thing I'd change if I did the bench over, would be the cedar bit, just because if you can see here, it's chipped away a bit. Anyway, the top was done by dowel joints, which, mind you, was not the easiest because it was all done by hand. As you can see, the reason I've sort of staggered the top here in these 2 ones is because if I come straight down, it would have been more prone to snapping snapping from the underboard, which is this one. So I staggered it. I suppose it's a bit of engineering advice, or advice that my father gave me, being an ex-engineer. Anyway, I did the entire tabletop and bench top all at the same time, so meaning gluing and drilling, pre-drilling, etc. The only one that I didn't dowel, I think it was these 2 boards together, like across together, or it was these 2. I can't remember, it was a few months ago. So that's that one done. And then if you come down to my shelving here, which you can somewhat see, this was pulled up from an old house about half an hour away from where I live, and I sort of just reused what I could, considering it was tongue and groove. If you can see, the house I think was about 50 years old, so this is all hardwood. So what I've done is I've got three pieces of it. I've cleaned up the edges on the end ones, and I've kept the tongue and groove in the middle, and obviously on the inside here, and then I've joined them, and then I've done that all along. Instead of doing individually or doing a whole lot together, to me it's stronger if I do it in snippets, otherwise it's more prone to warp in the middle, even though I've glued it down to the bench here. This one here is a slot that I've created for my chisels. It was my partner's idea. She helped me with it. See, I don't know how to do this. Bear with me. I'll just put this down for 2 seconds. I slide them in, and then I'll show you what I mean in terms of it was just made for the chisels. I like things to be neat and tidy, somewhat. things easy to get to is sort of what I've come to. The realization on how I'm going to be working more efficiently. So there we go. As you can see, fits all my Buck Bros chisels perfectly. A little carving knife there. So anyway, that just slides in, and there, done. The next join that I will be showing you, probably second last, is this one here. So it's a bit wonka sort of sandwich, but I've only just put it on the last couple of days. I'm pretty sure from memory that's a bridle join. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, please. So I've done it both sides. I've obviously put the rail on this side and the one at the back first. I did one on the back several months ago, and I've honestly just haven't gotten around to doing the rest of it until the last couple of days. So yeah, that's that done. And with the middle one here, I'm gonna have another leg here and here. Big reasons because, you know, as I said before, the bench is 77-inch long, so what's that? It's just over 6 foot. Anyway, I'm gonna put this here for another supporter. It's gonna go on the inside. Obviously one at the back as well, and then that is obviously gonna come in here, be a lapse into it. Another bridle, and then I'm gonna bridle or mortise, however you'd like to say it. I'm gonna bridle 3 of these into this. I've cut this down so it's the same thickness as I would for 3 of these. I've done that with pretty well my Stanley number 5 and my hardwood ripsaw. Mind you, it wasn't the quickest job. Excuse the mess there. I'm actually just trying to tidy up a few things here. The only other things that I would say, hold on, get this out of the way, is that this vise is the only vise I've got. I think it's 6-inch, maybe 8. I don't know. It obviously does the job for now, but I'd like to get a tail end vise and also a leg vise sooner rather than later. I suppose the reason I haven't though is because I honestly just don't have the room to put a tail end vise, because as you can obviously see, the door will hit it if I do. But I am moving with my wife and son in around a month's time, I think. Anyway, I'll have a medium, so I'll have a 3x3 shed at the back that I'll put my lathe in, do a bit of lathe work, and then I'll have a slightly wider and longer garage as well, which means I won't be so compacted. And then I'll be able to shoot a few more videos. The reason I've still got these were originally put in with the intention, if you can see over here, I did drop them in. Probably should have thought about it more, to be honest. Because I will be taking them out once I replace it with these bad boys, which will obviously hold that up. I'm just hesitant with this being, if it just comes down all of a sudden, if I take those 2 bolts out. I doubt it. The glue I used, I'll tell you in a sec, is Tarzan grip, the bigger one, and I also used a little bit of epoxy to do the bottom ones here. Because it dries clear, I would have used it the whole lot along, but I ran out. And also for the Tarzan grip, it swells and forms this sort of bubble thing. So I suppose it sort of took up area that was maybe a couple mil out, which let it stick a bit better. So I don't know yet. I'll put those legs in the next video. I'll shoot the video with me doing that, finishing it and finalizing the workbench. I haven't done that yet. It's because I've had a few complaints from a few what you would call nosy neighbours in terms of my noise in the shed here. Even though I mainly use hand tools, it's been reported that I use heavy machinery. So I'm still trying to sort all of that out with the owners of the house, considering we only rent. And then I'll be back on the horse, so to speak, and back to work, or back to the woodworking lifestyle. Now with the tail end vise, again, I don't know if I will put it this end, and leg vise. I don't know if I'll stick in the middle on the sides. I wouldn't be able to tell you until we move into our new place, which will be a lot bigger. If you have any comments or improvements that you could see happening, please leave that in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe and also like the page for more videos. I will in the new year be releasing, hopefully, a new video every week. Whether or not that happens, I don't know, but it will at least be a couple of videos and in a few weeks that I'll be releasing. Yeah, that is it. Last thing, the top, as I was saying before, not just with the top, but I planed it by hand, probably from, I took at least an inch off the top on all the boards. That took the most time, because me being me, I had assumed that I'd gotten all of the nails out, or whatever bits of little metal shards were left, and I'd left one or two mistakenly, I couldn't really say mistakenly, under the surface. So that chipped my blade probably 3 times. I sharpened, then chipped, sharpened, chipped, sharpened, chipped, because I thought it was getting hit something different each time. I think it was this one here. But now that's done, it's together, it stays put, it does the job, it's heavy, it's not going anywhere, even if we had some sort of hurricane. So yeah, if you've got any comments, any sort of information you'd like to pass on to me on how I can improve it, or what to add, what features to add to it, just post them in the comments section and I'll get back to you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and enjoy my videos. Thanks guys, Matty out, Haysom Bros Woodworking. Thank you.